Welcome to Hot Wired. In today's top story, Trump administration completes prisoner swap with Venezuela. In a dramatic turn of events, a complex prisoner exchange between the United States and Venezuela has brought 10 American citizens home after months, even years, of wrongful detention. This unprecedented swap, brokered with the help of El Salvador, involved the repatriation of hundreds of Venezuelans who had been deported under controversial circumstances. Let's delve into the details of this intricate operation. The Trump administration announced Friday the successful return of 10 Americans held captive in Venezuela, the last remaining U.S. citizens wrongfully detained in that country. Among them were individuals like Jorge Marcelo Vargas, Lucas Hunter, and Wilbert Joseph Castaneda, whose stories highlight the ordeal faced by these citizens. Lucas Hunter, for example, a 37-year-old who had traveled to Colombia for kitesurfing, was reportedly kidnapped by Venezuelan border guards and taken across the border. Wilbert Joseph Castaneda was arrested in his hotel room in Caracas. These cases underscore the precarious situation faced by Americans traveling in Venezuela, and the lengths families went to secure their release. This repatriation was intricately linked to a controversial mass deportation of over 200 Venezuelans to El Salvador last March. These individuals, many with no criminal record, were swiftly deported under a wartime authority and held in El Salvador's notorious Sicko prison, sparking widespread outrage among human rights advocates and legal professionals. The U.S. government classified these deportees as gang members, a claim disputed by their families and legal representatives. Friday's prisoner swap saw these Venezuelans return to their homeland, in a move that has generated considerable debate about the legality and ethical implications of the initial deportations. The deal was described by administration officials as a down-to-the-wire operation, fraught with uncertainty. Negotiations were reportedly complex and involved several key players, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele, and U.S. hostage envoy Adam Boehler. Bukele played a pivotal role, proposing a swap earlier this year involving the Venezuelan deportees in exchange for Venezuelan political prisoners and the American citizens. His proposal, facilitated by previous interactions with President Trump, proved crucial in reaching a resolution. The exchange also resulted in the release of dozens of Venezuelan political prisoners, a development welcomed by the U.S. government, which continues to call for the release of all remaining political prisoners in Venezuela. The successful conclusion of this operation marks a significant victory for the families of the 10 Americans, who endured months of uncertainty and heartache. Their return highlights the ongoing efforts by the U.S. government to secure the release of Americans unjustly detained abroad, even amidst complex political dynamics. While the circumstances surrounding the initial deportations remain controversial, the repatriation of both the Americans and the Venezuelans offers a glimmer of hope for future resolutions to similar complex international disputes. The road to reconciliation remains long, but this event shows that diplomacy, even under challenging circumstances, can yield positive results.